Lone Star 92.5. Well, as I live and breathe, Frank Caliendo. How you doing, eh?
Well, you changed that a little bit.
How you doing over there?
You went from the southern part of the country all the way
right.
to the maybe the northeast mafioso.
Right. Yeah.
How you doing? What's going on here, Kelly?
Well, as I live and breathe. Hey, it's Frank Caliendo up in here.
There it is.
How you doing?
There it is.
There you go.
Now I know who you are. For a second, I thought somebody stole Bo.
No, hell, I'm here. We're going to get you some cornbread for breakfast here this morning. What you been doing, man? Hadn't seen you in a while.
Yeah, just running around, having a lot of fun. I mean, I think I might have done a little bit of this last time I was here, but Morgan Freeman has taken over my life.
Morgan Freeman's taken over your life?
Yeah, just how he narrates everything I do. Just that's when Frank realized he had no idea what he was talking about. Trying to figure out what he'd talk about on the radio was something Frank thought about many times. This was one of those adventures where he had no idea where he'd be going with it. And so far, he'd said nothing. But he said it in this voice, so it sounded pretty good.
So I guess it'd be Through the Wormhole with Frank Caliendo.
Through the Wormhole.
Have you seen that show?
Oh, of course.
Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman.
On this side of the wormhole, Southern Bo.
On the other side over here, hey.
He just got offed by a guy he owed $450,000. Well,
I remember the first time I met Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne, a tall drink of water.
Now, you're working with ESPN now instead of – I miss you on Fox. Rob Riggle does a good job, but he ain't Frank, okay?
Yeah, you know, for me, it's one of those things where I just can't – I mean, ESPN even asked me to do more, and that's part of the thing is when I was talking to Fox the last time around, I'd said – because I never even got to really say goodbye there. I wish I would have. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to do a couple more.
It just one day you were gone.
Yeah,
you know?
just in between seasons. So it was like one of those things. But I couldn't have done the stuff that I've done at ESPN at Fox either. Like the Super Bowl bit that I did, the 30 for 30 Richard Sherman. What if I told you that whole thing? Mm-hmm. It was a 4-minute segment that on Fox. I never at Super Bowl wouldn't have got even 2 minutes.
Wow!
So it's one of those things, and then they played it over and over on SportsCenter for days and days. So it was really a great
funny.
thing. Yeah, it's one of those things where I didn't even have the Ron Jaworski impression.
That was great.
And I didn't even have it until the day of, and I got it from the number 2, saying the number 2, the word 2. Because he always talks about how much videotape he watches. I watched 72 hours of videotape yesterday. There aren't 72 hours in a day. I watched 152 hours of videotape this morning. That's why I truly believe Richard Sherman could be one of the best cornerbacks ever.
Okay, but the John Gruden was great.
I'll tell you what, man, that's one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life.
He even gets the look in his eye.
I'm not even sure what's going on right now. Talk about Johnny Manziel. I'll tell you what. I love Manziel, man. Take a look what he's doing out there. And look at this. If you listen to this interview, man, you take a look at Johnny Manziel. He's the only guy whose head is wider than his shoulders, man. Who drew this guy? Who came up with the concept of Johnny Manziel? What was that? Was that a Jim Henson product right there, man? I'll tell you what. Remember that guy? What was that guy who played the drums? Animal, man. I'll tell you what. Johnny Manziel. He's the animal, man. I'll tell you what. Take a look right there.
But wait a minute. The best was Bill Belichick. Because when Bill Belichick talks, you can't really understand because he kind of mumbles.
Yeah,
it's
the kind of thing where you look at the different kinds of things going on. So good. And then I had a dog named Mr. Brady. I love you, Mr. Brady. And he breaks character.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you notice, that dog is wearing a hoodie, and it's not really a hoodie. It's the sleeves we cut off from the hoodie of the Belichick hoodie. We cut off the sleeves, put holes in it for the dog's paws and arms to go through, and then the dog was wearing a hoodie as well. So. And then there's the Jim Harbaugh, which is a complete cheat. I just made the face and just made crazy motions, just running around in circles, and that was some people's favorite thing. So, then going to the Adam Schefter, which people are like, there's no way to do an Adam Schefter, who's an NFL insider. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the insiders don't have any information, but they make it sound important. Like, according to my sources, at this particular time, it appears Tom Brady's yawn during pregame warm-ups was, in fact, just a yawn. And earlier reports that there was some sort of oxygen deprivation disorder were highly exaggerated. Like, it's a yawn, dude.
See, now people are going, oh, that guy. Now I know who you're talking about.
A lot of times that's the thing is like with the ESPN people, I have to explain to some of them because the people who are attuned to ESPN and they know the Stephen A. Smiths. Like, I mean, a guy like Stephen A. Smith, if you don't know him, you know somebody like him. Somebody, if you don't have a thesaurus with you, you're not sure if they're even using the right word. You'll ask him a question, what do you think? He'll be like, I completely, utterly, and quadrilaterally deny everything that was just said. What does geometry have to do with this? Trigonometrically speaking, I understand that the sine of the cosine, understand, is utter and complete blasphemy.
And that's kind of what George W. would say, too.
Well, I try to figure it out.
See, there it is.
I'm doing a painting show, man. I'm taking my art.
He's going to get by Bob Ross.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to paint a happy little tree over here. Paint a tree. I'm gonna, you know what's growing on a tree? Carrots. It's a carrot tree, man. That's why Bugs Bunny would not be allowed in my carrot tree patch. He would eat the carrots off my tree. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but you know what does? How you doing?
Yeah, you doing? Or is it how you doing?
I could work bow into every segment. Every bit's going to have a bowism. I tell you, I forgot what I was talking about. That's not the first time that's happened.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Frank Caliendo at the Addison Improv. The number, 972-404-8501. Stick around. I know you're busy, but we got some more catching up to do. All right?